I know you must have completed your application in Riveria and you're probably waiting for your interview and your admission. Unfortunately for you, it's not going to happen this time. There is a new development in the Riveria application here in Finland, and Riveria College is now organizing aptitude tests for all of you guys who have applied or who will be applying probably in the future to study in Riveria. Now, I'm going to talk about this aptitude test in full in this video. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Loveth right here, and in this YouTube channel we discuss everything about Finland, studying, working, and of course other countries all over the world. So if you're new here and you're liking the content of this video already, please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, share our videos to your friends and family. Thank you so much for this much you've done. The major information here today is that there is a new attachment to the application. So usually Riveria application goes in this way that when you apply for your study place, let's say practical nursing, you only submit your Duolingo test, your proof of higher secondary education, and you wait for your invitation to the interview, which is the final stage before you get admitted. But now, right now, there is a new change which has been introduced by Riveria College that you have to participate in an online aptitude test. The funny part is that before this application started, there was no information about any aptitude test. In fact, in their website, it was clearly written that once you have submitted your application, you wait for your interview for you to be selected. But now they have updated their website and they have included this stage in the application process and in the qualification process. And that said that they are going to send you an invitation to this online aptitude test. And that invitation is going to come very soon. So guys, make sure you are checking your email. This is actually the first time Riveria is organizing such an online aptitude test for you to gain admission. Now, let me tell you what you're not ready to hear. The truth about this aptitude test is that it is the first time ever. So there is absolutely nowhere in the internet or anywhere in the website or in the world where you can actually get a sample question of what these questions are looking like. So it's absolutely new, but in today's video, I'm going to break it down to you, all that you need to know about this test and the informations that are out there for you so that it can guide you in preparing for this test. Now, what are the parts of this aptitude test? There are different parts of it according to Riveria College. The parts of it is that it's going to have a personality questionnaire, which is establishing your personality and who you are. And then the second part is going to be the verbal test, which is also examining your English language proficiency, your ability to comprehend a passage and give back an informed answers and making sure that your answers are correct. And then thirdly, it's going to ascertain your mathematical abilities with a numerical test. Now that we have your attention, let's go through the information that has been given us by Riveria College on how this aptitude test is going to be. The test link will be sent to all valid applicants after the application had closed. Okay, so valid applicant, what does that basically mean? It means that you have, of course, applied with a proof of higher secondary education and you have your Duolingo English language proficiency test over 85 points. Okay, 85 and above. So basically, these are the prerequisites for Riveria College application. So if you meet these two criteria, you should be invited for the aptitude test. The aptitude test consists of 3 sections. The first section is personality questionnaire, the second section is verbal test, and the third section is numerical test. Riveria said that it takes roughly an hour for you to complete this test, which comprises of these 3 sections. It's going to take about an hour and you need a computer for it. They strongly require that. But there is no monitoring in this exam, so you shouldn't be worried about having other people in the background or having to be in an examination center for this exam. Just make sure you're present, you are in a quiet place where you get all the attentions that you need, and then you work with the time given, because the truth is exams like this are usually timed, and like they already said, it's going to take roughly an hour, so you need to reserve time for it. Based on the results of this aptitude test, a part of the applicant will be invited for the group discussion. Before, it used to be your certificate and your Duolingo test that they will, based on the scores you have there, invite you for the group discussion or for the interview. But not anymore. Now it is basically stipulated that it must be based on the aptitude test. So the people with the highest of the highest score will be invited for that interview. So guys, this exam is no joke. In fact, it has changed everything. Get ready. Now, let's talk about the sections of this exam in a bit more detailed form. Now, let's take up personality questionnaire. The personality questionnaire is assessing your behavioral preferences. That is how you choose to relate with yourself and other people around you. They are not asking for your abilities or how smart you are. They are asking to know how you work in relation to others, how you work in relation with people, your opinions, what your principle basically, and all that. So in this particular section of the exam, ideally there shouldn't be any right or wrong question. It's about what you yourself believe to be the best option in the provided options. A typical example of this personality questionnaire could be, do you make friends easily? Make friends easily? The answer could be, the options could be accurate, it could be inaccurate, it could be moderately accurate, moderately inaccurate, or neither inaccurate nor accurate. For instance, something like this. It's not asking you about something that you must give a specific answer to. It's just asking about you as a person. In these kind of questions, you do not actually have to mimic what you think that they want. You just answer what ideally you yourself as a person think in the given question or in the given sentence or in the given options. That's it. So there are no right or wrong questions in the personality questionnaire part of the exam. Now, moving forward to the verbal test. The verbal test examines your ability to read and comprehend a passage or a text. So it's basically your understanding of a given passage. There they try to understand your ability to understand the language, your ability to answer questions correctly in a given topic using a given passage. So usually they give you a passage in verbal tests where they have text written and you have to either choose true, false, or cannot say. I don't know exactly what they are going to have, but usually verbal tests are in these forms. So they are basically going to ask you so and so sentences. Is it true in the passage given? Is it false in the passage given? Or is it you cannot say? This is a typical example of a verbal test. Read every test with all your attention and read again. Usually when I want to understand very fast or seek for answers quite fast in a particular passage, I first of all read the question given. Once you read the question given, you know you're looking for either yes, no, or cannot say. Now you go to the question and then you read the passage down. Once you're reading the passage, you will find the answer. If you still have the question in the back of your mind while reading the passage, you will even find the answers before you finish the passage, for instance. And then you go to the next question. Mind you, the exam is timed. Mind you, in verbal tests, there are right and wrong answers. So in summary, verbal tests are timed. Verbal test has right and wrong questions, and verbal tests usually have yes, no, or cannot say answer options, and they are going to be passages for you to read, comprehend, and answer correctly. That is just in a summary what a verbal test will be testing: your ability to understand written text and be able to give a comprehensive, understandable answer based on the text given. Now we are going to move over to the numerical test. That is the numbers. They are testing your ability to be, of course, logical, your ability to use numbers, numerics, in everyday life, in your studies, of course. Numerical test is assessing your ability to use numerical data, of course, make an informed and logical decision. It includes working with data, numbers, and logical interpretation. In other words, they are asking, do you know basic mathematics? Do you know addition, subtraction, board mass? Do you know percentages? Do you know increase in price, decrease in price, the possible percentages increase, and if you have this amount of increase in percentages, or this amount of increase in percentages, or decrease in percentages, what is it going to amount to, given so and so year in a predictable future? This is basically ability to understand numbers, money, currencies, your ability to understand using numbers to actually calculate maybe finances, maybe the output of a particular company, maybe just figuring out how much money you have to save by just buying something that has 50% discount. Something as simple but as very important, like in our everyday life. So basically, that numerical part is establishing your level of basic mathematics, which is everyday life. But these areas is what I want you guys to concentrate on. If you don't know these areas, please get familiar with it, okay? Know how to calculate profit and loss, distance, time, average, percentages, currencies, and these kinds of numerical data that you basically use on everyday life. So these are the things that you can be practicing. And another thing that I want you guys to also know is that these kinds of tests are everywhere on the internet. So you can just help yourself, even though you probably don't have a sample exam questions. Go in there, search for yourself, find even free online numerical test or verbal test or even questionnaire. These are standardized tests that have been developed to assess people, and they have been proven to work. Okay, so guys, this is basically it. Get familiarized with these things. Okay, know that you're going to have a personality questionnaire, which you are going to answer whatever that your personality permits you to answer. Then moving forward to the verbal test, which is assessing your language proficiency and your ability to understand and comprehend a passage. And then they are going to move you to numerical numbers and test, which is basically your understanding about using numbers in everyday life and stuffs like that. So basically, this is going to be the whole exam. You got to nail this exam to have a chance. This basically wraps my discussion with you guys today. If you found value in this video in any way or form or shape, please do like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video to your friends and family. And if you are still wondering about these applications to Riveria, I'm going to leave the Riveria Vocational School website under the description box of this video, and I'm going to leave the Duolingo test as well at the end of this video, in case if you just don't know anything about the said school we're talking about today. You can go there and read for yourself and get familiarized with it. We have videos on that as well, but yeah, you could just as well click to the description box and read more for yourself. Now, I am wishing you all in my community the very best of luck. I don't want you guys to come back without any admission, so please go get these admissions and later tell me about the good news. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all in my next video. Bye guys.